think we're live. How live are we? Oh, how live are we? Hello. Oh boy. Tooch is here. Graceland's here. LEXC is here. I got 5 people in here before we've even hit 6 o'clock. That's better than I ever did on Twitch. Thank you so much. Raymond Miller's here. Hello. Let me, it's pretty quiet in the background here. Let me get you guys a beat. Hang on. Ah, there we go. Welcome, Latitude. Sick beats. It's just the same one I've been working on. Where's the fucking mixed vocal track? So, it's Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Wait, let me do the thing. Put me behind the, yeah. Awesome, now I got the chat over here. I'm just fucking with this now. I'm distracted. I was gonna do a whole like intro thing, but I'm just not doing it. Anyway, so it is February 11th, 2019, and it is 5:55, which I think is a good time to start the stream as any. So I was gonna do some messing with conlangs, because with this track in particular, and with some stuff that's gonna go along with it, there's a constructed language I've been working on, and just some like translations in the same vein of what the shit's about. And I'm thinking, like, this song ends up being about 3 minutes long, and it probably doesn't have to be a lot longer. But what we can do is duplicate this chorus. Let's just tack another verse onto here, just so I can see how it fares. So there was a verse that I did in Anglic on the last thing that I did on Jacqueline, and there I don't know. It was fun to like just. I like writing shit that rhymes in like languages that don't exist. It's an interesting challenge, and like I can, because the thing is, I can do both sides. I can go in and I can tweak the grammar of the language if I haven't used a thing yet. So I can optimize it for rhymes and chants and the like. So Let me pull up. Let's see. I'm probably gonna have to go through the Case Jackal thing. Did I post this on Discord? Let me get this on Discord. Oh, that's not what I want to paste. Oh no. What the fuck was the thing I have to paste? Give me a window, come on. There. That's me. Come on. I just want a thing to copy paste so I can tell my Discord chat. There it is. I gotta make that like a text replace. Alright. So, let's find Akhenaten lexicon, and let's find the Akhenaten doc, and my laptop is trying to get itself going. Who likes snow? Because over here in Washington we got a bit. Yeah, all of our snow's melting right now, which I'm grateful for. There was way too much goddamn snow. Ash is here, holy shit. It's been so long. This is Ash. Ash is, did like most of the art for Jacqueline, if anyone wants to check that out. Or if anyone has checked those out on all like the fucking YouTube videos. Most of them. Eli is here. Welcome. That guy with the face is here. Welcome to all of you. Okay, I'm gonna find out how to share this with my other account. You can edit it. Do that. And now... Okay, so I should be able to go to here. Shared with me. Share. Jupiter. Okay, I'm gonna go... I'm keeping this small until I can, you know, get to the part where I can, make a new thing. So I can copy paste this. Because I don't want to show you all of this. There's spoilers. So I spent most of my day just kind of in a trance working on this shit. This is what I do to chill out. Okay, here we go. So, let's make the screen big, finally. So this is Akhenaten. And this is a doc that I've been working on. Do you have commissions open right now? Oh, for Ash? You should... Yes, please commission Ash, if Ash is open. I don't want to impose. But Ash deserves it. Also, welcome of the Ethereal. Okay, so... Where's a vocal track that I can talk over? Will this do? Did I just duplicate the whole thing? That's fine. I think, wait. Why am I still so echoey? It's probably just like the delay of the thing. Okay. I can do that and turn my initial thing down. So, what I do for a hobby is I look up etymologies of words, and I look into proto-languages, and then I basically turn proto-languages into Esperanto, and systematize a bunch of shit that no one's like quite sure about. So I've done that to Anglic before, and then I went further back, and yeah. Then I went further back than Old English, and I went into like Proto-Germanic and started fucking with that more. And then I went even further back into Proto-Indo-European, started fucking with that. So this is the pronoun chart for my Proto-Indo-European conlang. It's spoken by a bunch of bird dragons that hoard shit in my capitalist metaphor universe. And these are verb charts. But yeah. So one of the things that I'm doing is I've just been like translating lore that I already have or have collected. This is an interesting one. So just to give you an example of approximately how this sounds. Hios esti vetrosue vetrotes. Sont hypersue so upos. Hios hypers estis sue hios upos. Quod hios upos estis sue hios hypers. Vicius sanguin semis harmonicis uminis. Or oinis. Vicius inces quodem inces quodismaha medsteukinis oin. I need to turn this shit down. Okay. So, it's throwing me off because I can't do it to the rhythm. Hios esti vetros vetrotes. Sont hyper sue upos. Hios hypers. Esti sue hios upos. Quo hios upos estes sue hios hypers. Vicius sanguin semis harmonicis oinis. Viquis inces quodismaha medsteupis oinis. Isont vicius inces berismaha quod teresna. Surgsti meditos inis. Mno sti hectos inis. Hutent berenti inis. Digmo halenti inis. Meditos uicis circi sue sonti ciri. Tosis uihis est neme plechtos per quiriamos si surgei. Skei sonti gimo haper echter, quae hepocleo, ercleo, sepicos quod delgicos, digim es hyper dioei, quo upogim ei, vehis vebonti hyperi quo upoi, est questram sediaten scans uicis, quiscelcos voegianti hepotqueun, est intencos veis, brehitonti huiquis quaeque guitonti huiquis jumo, est questum vicem queremus, questrum vesum insum, querentis queremus est hertues tosis, quis aemois nomens Quis aemois nomens Giuspitir
Cismejihiti est. Fuck. Isbermi tritum anglum uichuis. Ton esti requiami hios imbi heptisochol. And that's this. My neighbor has CB radio and he's got this ridiculously huge antennas that said his house that are illegal as heck, and police trackers have told him to shut up. Oh boy. Struggling to pronounce your own language. I wrote this today. I also wrote this today. And I wonder if I could do this. Probably if I slowed this down, just to be fair. Come on. Miurechtibu, sviajami suchram, korime sam deđami spodime usum. Mojim ženom iznečerim necec dani upo, wizmo wisonte ipos. Yeah. So I've been working on that. And I want, basically, I want after 2 verses of this, it just turn to fucking Akhenaten. But yeah. How good can I fucking do that? I want to see if I can do that shit. Cause I want to like try recording this. Mio dechtivon, sviajami suchram, karim sade jommi pos dit me usum. Mojim ženom iznečenim. Okay, this line. Mojim ženom snečem desne vesna edupo. Neun ženom snečem desne vesna urupo. Neun ženom snečem des. Niczym hades nie westa nurupo. Mój dzień jąsny, czym hades nie westa urupo. Fuck. Welcome, Mike Core. Okay. Miodechtivun, sviajami suchram, krejma sound deđami spozdime usum. Mojim dženjom snečime desne questa urupo, wasmi wasonte ipos. Dechtivun sveci suchram, krejma sound deđami spozdime usum. Mojim dženjom snečime desne questa fuck. Mojim ženjom sne čim hej desne guesna. Fuck. Miodechtivun, sviajami suchram, quarim sam deđami spozdime usum. Fuck, that just made it harder. Quarim sam deđami spozdime usum. Mojim ženjom snečem desne vesna urupo, wasmi wasonte ipos. Jechti bun, jechti suchrom, quarim sound de jom mi post ich me uson. Moin jom ne zedrets ne westa urupo. Holy shit. Okay, so the English translation of this is actually
Berries, I'll spit the acid. We'll make the salt of the earth that they're dancing. My engine in combustion and it can't blow a gasket. I am a beat after. Give me bass, give me acid. I'll play the metals and the radiation past it. My engine in combustion and it can't blow a gasket. I am a beat after. Seeing and believing and I can't put it past you. Take what the waste gave you, make it matter.
I don't know why the
Seeing and believing
effects
and I
are so
can't
loud.
put it past you. Take what the waste gave you and make it matter. Engine in combustion and it can't blow a gasket. I am a beat after.
I feel like this is not the same, I think this is from a different track. It's got all the guitar shit, though. Did I record that over the wrong vocals? Oh, it's just that. It's just that one.
Spit the acid. We'll make the salt of the earth that they're dancing.
That's better.
My engine in combustion and it can't blow a gasket. I am a being after. Give me bass, give me acid. I'll play the metal and the radiation past it. My engine in combustion and it can't blow a gasket. I am a being after.
So the goal is...
Seeing and believing and I can't put it past you. Take what the waste gave you, make it matter. Seeing and believing and I can't put it past you.
So the goal is basically to do that, but in, Aknepen.
Mjodektivor, spela mi suchrom, quarima sounded.
Fuck! I'm clipping. I'm clipping and not loud enough, even. Why is that? There we go. That fixes that. Okay. I am a being after. Okay.
Mjodektivor, spela mi suchrom, quarima sounded to mi postig me usum. Moj ungen dunker etter Western Europa. Och så hipos. Dusty bots, dusty suchrom, quarima sounded to mi postig me usum. Moj ungen dunker
Fuck. Moin Jin Hyom Snitchum Haides. Moin Jin Hyom Snitchum Haides. I should just probably put a fucking vowel there. Moin Jen. I should just do Moin Jen Hyom. Moin Jen Hyoms Nichom. Moin Jen Hyoms Nichom Haides. 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 I'm gonna fucking do this. Here's how to, like, rehearse anything, even no matter what language it is. Like, fucking literally, like, clap a fucking metronome and separate every syllable and exaggerate it. Mjodektivun Spjojami suchrom. Queri me samde jomis post me usum. Moinjen hi omsne kom ne chom haides ne gles na ud upo. Pues mi bastante musantis bastante ipos. Fuck.
Mjodesti bor, spjojami suchrom. Kërima samde jomis post me usum. Moinjen hi omsne chom haides ne gles na ud upo. Wasote ipos. Jeti bot, jeti suchrom.
Okay. If you can speak without stuttering to put it to a beat while speaking it. Yeah, basically. Mjodechtivun. Spjojami suchram. Korima sounded with the usum. Mojen hi obstentum hoides neguesta urupo. Wasonte ipos. Desti suchram. Korima sounded jomi post me usum. Mojen hi obstentum hoides neguesta urupo. Was me a something wasonte ipos. Okay.
Mjodesti bor, spjojami suchrom. Kërima samde jomis post me usum. Mojen hi omsnetum haides ne gesta ud upo. Wasote ipos. Jeti bot, jeti suchrom. Kërima Wow!
My voice is not warmed up enough. I'm also sitting down. No. No, it doesn't contain flex markers. Shut up. Let me stand. I will stand for this. Gotta archive how I mix my songs. I just go ham. I don't really have a method anymore. This is all experiment. But I want to see if I can get it to sound as good as the other ones.
Mjodesti bor, spjojami suchrom. Kërima samde jomis post me usum. Mojen hi omsnetum haides ne gesta ud upo. Wasote ipos. Jeti bot, jeti suchrom. Was me wasonte ipos. Mjodesti bor, spjojami suchrom. Kërima samde jomis post me usum. Mojen hi omsnetum haides ne gesta ud upo. Wasote ipos.
It's really hard to be like confident in hitting the syllables because like this is not a language that I speak. Mjodesti bor, spjojami suchrom. Korima samde jomis post me usum. Mojen hi omsnetum haides ne gesta ud upo. Wasonte ipos. Okay.
Mjodesti bor, spjojami suchrom. Kërima samde jomis post me usum. Mojen hi omsnetum haides ne gesta ud upo. Wasote ipos. Jeti bot, jeti suchrom. dzień ognie ciągłe desne questa udupo. Westąte hipos. Wow!
I just need water, honestly. We don't really have that down here.
Mjölk till bord, spöja med suchrom. Guarda stante, to vis på di me usom. Mon dzień ognie ciągłe desne questa udupo. Westąte hipos.
Can I even do the fucking actual line? Because I want to know if this is just like the language or if this is me like not just being able to do it.
Bring me the bass, I'll spit the acid. We'll make the salt of the earth that they're dancing. My engine ain't combustion and it can't pull a gasket. I am a being actor. Give me bass, give me acid.
That's actually pretty hard. I should go make tea. I'll leave the beat play. I'm back. Okay.
Mojek ti bud, stoja mi suchrom. Guarda stante, to vis po di me usom. Mon dzień ognie ciągłe desne questa udupo. Es mismos totes, ipos. Jimmy. Quarimas. Wah!
I'm gonna wait for my hydration. While I do that, while I'm waiting for my hydration, actually, let me make sure that that's going. I've returned and I have tea. So I guess I don't really have to wait. That's hot. Alright. So, this is... Wait. I can't hear shit. That's why. Okay. Also, welcome Dude if I didn't welcome you. And also welcome Alex if I didn't welcome you. I just put some green tea and throat coat in the same thing. Alright, so basically this language here works in adding charts, essentially. Essentially, if something is in the process of happening, you add an E. Depending on the person, you either add m, s, nt, and the passive, which is the universe doing it to you, like something happening to you, or something happening to something, is mus. And so, essentially, you just take some of these elements and you combine them. If you want to do something that is either like a possibility or a certainty, you add ya. The possibility is the spectrum, and so you add e to it. It's a process. A certainty doesn't have a process, so it takes the same ending as like the perfect without the e at the end. Basically, these whole things stack. The imperative is a a sharper version of every person specific sound. So like first person has p as the imperative, second person has g, third person has d, passive has B. So, and then there's a few things that, like a participle is unt or ont. And that's, you'd usually add those, like, in between, basically before the E, essentially. Before the E and before the S, essentially. I want to write out more intricate roles for these, but that's what I got. There's also stative verbs, so you can say that something is, like, something, like, could be in the state of being something. Like, there's a chant that's, Dejemis michter helmacha, and the last word helmacha, hel is, like, to nourish, to cause, like, to nourish in order to grow. And macha is, passive stative, meaning, like, it is nourishment. It is something that causes nourishing. It is something that, grows. So, Dejimis is, of the earth. Michter, it means, like, the mother force. Dejimis michter helmacha, means, Mother Earth is nourishing me, essentially. That's one of their chants. And this whole thing here, let me look up. So I translated the Emerald Tablets back into English first, so I could do my own take on them, because there's, like, different vocabulary I want to use. So, if anyone knows about the Emerald Tablets, Hermes Trismegistus, Carl Jung said he saw them on a green table, in a series of dreams. Apparently it's part of the Akashic Records, people so say. There's a lot of interesting things in it, and I tried to take it from, like, the angle of if this is Crow saying it. And what I came up with is, this is what is true as truth. This is what is true as truth. That above is like that below, and that below is like that above, all singing to the same harmony of one. All things are made in pattern of one, and so all things are born from and grow toward one. The sun its center, the moon its guide, the wind bearing it, the earth its nurse. The center of perfection of all is ever here. Its force too whole to be made material. Separate the earth from fire, the subtle from explicit, with comfort and effort. From earth to heaven, and down to earth again, the force waves through above and below. This is how you hold the shine of the all, and all noise will fade to harmony. It is unstoppable force. It destroys all subtle and penetrates all earth. This is how the universe was created. The way good things form and are formed are arrangements of these. That is why I am called Jupiter Trismegistus. I bear the third angle of the all. That's all I have to say about how the sun works. And that's like a thing. That's like a whole thing. Apparently that's Thoth or Hermes saying that. But it's whoever the fuck is at the heart of the sun. So that whole thing in Akhenaten is what I was reading before, which let me see if I can try it again. Hios esti veros verotes. Esonti per sue upos. Hios hyper esti sue huos upos. Cohios upos esti sue hios hypers. Uichus sanguin semnis herminiis oinis. Uichues inses coresum aha. Med steopis oinis. Insont oituis inses beresum aha. Quet cerestnaa. Sol Sachel esti meditos enis. Mno esti hechstos enis. Hund berenti enis. Digmo chanenti enis. Meditos uituis serkis oesonti ceri. Tosis uehis es nemeplechtos perqueriamos isolche ei. Skei sonti gmo hepo echter, quae hepo treo, sepicos quadelgicos. Gimes hyper dio ei. Cuupodgim ei. Hoi his webunti hyperi cuuboi. So this is like all a few simple roots with a lot of this shit attached to it, essentially. This is gonna play some kind of role eventually. Let me make this bold. Ugh. What fucking color is this? Make this darker. There we go. Now I can read it. There's a whole Aknepen bullshit that I'm trying to work out with, like, time, too. Oh, boy. Alright. Let's give another crack at this.
Mjodektivor, spelar med suchrom. Quare me salde tomi positiv me usum. Moj dzień omstę moj desny questa udupo. Usme wastote pos.
Okay.
Bring me the bass. Bottom. Vum. Spelar med suchrom. Quare me salde tomi positiv me usum. Moinji jen. Moinjen hi omsne moj desne westna udupo. What's me boss. Whoa!
The vowels are different, and so singing it's a bit different. You know what else I got, though? Also, am I even fucking logged in on Discord? Discord's just been showing me a black screen lately. I don't know what's up with that.
Mjodektivor, spelar med suchrom. Querim me salm. Querim me salm. Tito mis poti me usum. Mon geni obste moj desni questa udupo. Wes mi wesuntim pos.
I think I'm just gonna do everything with those last lines.
Boom. Mjodechtivod, spjela mi suhom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni obste to mój desny questa Europa. Testi bon, testi suhom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa.
Let me slow this down, see if I can do it like... Let's warm up to it.
Mjodechtivor, spjela mi suhom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos. Testi but, testi suhrom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos.
Seeing it, believing that I can't move faster.
Take the ways gave you, make it matter. Mjodechtivor, spjela mi suhrom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Dechtivor, testi suhrom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos.
Whoa! Whoa!
Take the ways. Mjodechtivor, spjela mi suhom. Mjodechtivor, spjela mi suhom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos.
Wow!
Wow! Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa.
Wow! Okay, let's see if, like, fucking any of those stack.
Take the ways gave you me.
Okay.
Mjodechtivor, spjela mi suhrom, grima desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos. Jimmy but, testi suhrom, grima. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos. Spjela mi suhrom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos. Grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos. Testi bon, testi suhrom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos. Questa Europa. Wasoti ipos. Testi bon, testi suhrom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój. Testi bon, testi suhrom, grima stande to mi pusti me usum. Łączeni omne to mój desny questa Europa. Wasoti ipos. Buongiorno, onne ciamo ed esne questa udupo. Was me was sote ipos.
That's crazy. That's just crazy to hear.
Murek bor, stoja mi suchrom. Vrime stande tu mi pusti me usum. Buongiorno, onne ciamo ed esne questa udupo. Was me was sote ipos. Dechti bor, dechti suchrom. Vrime stande tu mi pusti me usum. Buongiorno, onne ciamo ed esne questa udupo. Was me was sote ipos. Take the whiskey, take the whiskey.
Okay, that's pumping me now. Okay. Okay.
Mjölk till bor, ska jag med suchrom. Där med ståndet och med post i mig osum. Buongiorno, onne ciamo ed esne questa udupo. Was me was sote ipos. Dechti bor, dechti suchrom. Där med ståndet och med
I just can't do that fucking last line if I do the rest of it. I think this also has more like syllables. Does this start and stop the same as like... No. Wait, yeah, it does. Why is this so hard? It has all of the same rests. All of the rests are the same. All of the rests are the same. I have no excuse. Weirdly cursed. Welcome. Welcome, weirdly cursed. I can relate. Really hard to mix those fucking OEs, let me tell ya. With something, with somethis, with something ipos. Miodechtivum. Miodechtivudm. Miodechtivudm. Spiojami suchrom. Querime samde jomi poste me usum. When he owns ne chonhoi desne guest na urupo, was me with sontum with sontis with sonte ipos. This sounds like it fucking, like, it should flow. I can't chest voice worth garbage. Let me free up my lungs here. Let's try. Okay.
Młodych ci bor, strojami suchrom. Querime ståndet och med post i mig osum. Buongiorno, onne ciamo ed esne questa udupo. Was me was sote ipos. Dechti bor, dechti suchrom. Querime ståndet och med post i mig osum. Buongiorno, onne ciamo ed esne questa udupo. Was me was sote ipos.
I can split this apart for you right now, cause here's what I can do in between takes. Myo means to me. Decht means to give. Ji is the command form of second person. So give me is the first part of this, obviously. Volum. So if you combine a B and a ch sound, it makes volum. V in the pronounced language. So volum. Basically bottom, bass. And then spjow is spit. Spjow. And then fucking yummy is the optative, so I like a possibility I will possibly spit. I'll spit, basically. Sucr, sour, acid, acidic. Something that is of acid, some acidic. 미어덕저보듬? Huh? 미어덕저보듬? I can't. Okay. Quer means to make, and it appears a lot in like the other translation thing. Querimis, we'll make. Sal, salt, and that's accusative. Dijom, that's earth. Is the genitive, meaning belonging to earth. So, salt of the earth. Pos, ditme. So, ditem, or die, actually means to dance, to leap, to like move around, to jolt. Die. And then is like me, first person, and a is the plural, plural perfect. So dime. Doesn't it, like in some languages dime, I think in French dime means tell me. I think in Spanish also dime. This actually means we dance. We danced. Or we have danced. And then usum is us. So we will make the salt of the earth post after we dance, basically. And then this one I split up. And what it's actually supposed to be is, where is it? Moi, which is my, Ingenhioms. So this, I don't fucking actually know all the roots of this, but, I do know that, jinch is like, a thing that goes. N is like this was like a word. Njinch. And, engine actually survives from it, from that original root. And yoms is, I don't fucking remember. That was like one of the first things I had to figure out. I actually can't break that one down for you. But it means my engine of Zenhyoms. The S is in a subject marker, so I'm talking about my engine. Nah is not, and this is an interesting one. Chim means together. Chait means bird. Des, like multiple things burning. So chim chaides. Moi engioms ne chum chaides. My engine is not made of combustion, basically. My engine is not combustion. Neguesna. It can't. Guesna means like to burn out, to be extinguished. Udupo means ud, out. Upo, down. It can't burn out, basically. Is what that means. Neguesta udupo. What happens when you modify vowels to hit them high? I could. I could. Oh, you're talking about just like when things just become open and everything sounds the same? Technically all these E's are supposed to be pronounced like but I'm not even doing that. And then the last line, with me was sontum was sontis was sonte ipos. With me means I dwell, I live in. Usuntim, or wasontim, means fucking means a being, like accusative. With me, I am, wasontum, a being, or I dwell in, I live as a being. Wasontis means, like, so wesont is being, like, and then is of. So genitive of a being. Of a being. And then wesonte is, like, to be. Like, to the result of being. Toward being. And then pos. So it, which is post, which is after. So, I am a being of being a being after. And that's that whole thing.
Młodych bud, strojami suchrom, którym stąd dżumi pustimy usum. Młodzieni owce ciągaj desny guesta udupo, posmuła soty i pos. Dechci bud, dechci suchrom.
I don't know, man, this got so difficult. Alright. Okay.
Młodych bud, strojami suchrom, którym stąd dżumi usum. Młodzieni owce ciągaj desny guesta udupo, posmuła soty i pos. Dechci bud, dechci suchrom, którym stąd dżumi usum. Młodzieni owce ciągaj desny guesta udupo, posmuła soty i pos.
Okay.
Młodych bud, strojami suchrom, którym stąd dżumi pustimy usum. Młodzieni owce ciągaj desny guesta udupo, posmuła soty i pos. Dechci bud, dechci suchrom, którym stąd dżumi pustimy usum. Młodzieni owce ciągaj desny guesta udupo, posmuła soty.
Fuck. I will get it.
Młodych bud, strojami suchrom, którym stąd dżumi pustimy usum. Młodzieni owce ciągaj desny guesta udupo, posmuła soty i pos. Dechci bud, dechci suchrom, którym stąd dżumi pustimy usum. Młodzieni owce ciągaj desny guesta udupo, posmuła soty i pos.
Okay.
Młodych bud, strojami suchrom, którym stąd dżumi pustimy usum. Młodzieni owce ciągaj desny guesta udupo, posmuła soty i pos. Dechci bud, dechci suchrom, którym stąd dżumi pustimy usum. Młodzieni owce ciągaj desny guesta udupo, posmuła soty i pos.
In the language. It's not muscle memory yet, and like, fucking by Friday it's gonna be muscle memory. Okay, I have other shit to work on besides.
Młodych bud, strojami suchrom, którym stąd dżumi pustimy usum. Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos Desti bun, desti suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos
Okay.
Mjölkti bud, ströja mi suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos Desti bun, desti suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos
I'm singing in a conlang. Welcome. Okay.
Mjölkti bud, ströja mi suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos Desti bun, desti suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos
Let's just do some of the fucking... this.
Sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Es mi wasonte ipos Sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos Sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos Sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos Sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos Sonde jomi postik me usum Was mi wasonte ipos Desti bun, desti suchrum Was mi wasonte ipos Desti bun, desti suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos
That last one was pretty good.
Was mi wasonte ipos Desti bun, desti suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos
Bit too much force.
Was mi wasonte ipos Desti bun, desti suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte
Okay, now I'm out of I think I'm out of breath. Okay.
Desti bun,
Okay.
Mjölkti bud, ströja mi suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos Desti bun, desti Mjölkti bud, ströja mi suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik Mjölkti bud, ströja mi suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Was mi wasonte ipos Desti bun, desti suchrum Quarim me sonde jomi postik me usum Mojeni omne chomoi desne questa udupo Mio rechtivor, speriami suchnom, vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor, desne suchnom. Pos dopo. Uspimo tutti pos. Uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor, desne suchnom. Mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo.
I'm fucking losing my intervals.
Holy shit! I gotta keep that.
Sotto giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo.
I'm fucking.
Mio rechtivor, speriami suchnom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mio rechtivor, speriami suchnom. Mio rechtivor, speriami suchnom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor, desne suchnom. Vedeme stande. Uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor dopo. Uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor, uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor, desne suchnom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo.
I'm fucking losing my intervals. In the language.
Mio rechtivor, vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor, desne suchnom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo tutti pos. Stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor, desne suchnom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo tutti pos.
In the language.
You make speriami suchnom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo tutti pos. Uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor, desne suchnom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo Rechtivor, desne suchnom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. 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 Mojeni on. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni.
Welcome.
Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on the tom, my desne questa dopo. Uspimo tutti pos. Rechtivor, desne suchnom. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Vedeme stande giù mi posti me usum. Mojeni on
You should.
My engine in combustion and it can't blow a gasket. I am a being after. Think the ways gave you me. Mio destino, speriami suchrom. Querem stande tu mi posti me usom. Moj genio ne čomoj desne questa udupo. Uzbriu sute i pos. Tešti suchrom. Querem stande tu mi posti me usom. Moj genio ne čomoj desne questa udupo. Uzbriu sute i pos. Mio destino.
That's fun. What time is it? 7:14. Alright. So, besides just fucking around with, conlang shit, yeah, Spoons is gonna be here very soon. Why did I say Spoons? Spoonie's gonna be here pretty soon. Let me find my lyrics. I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots enough to find every angle in the plot that rings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine by making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through, an eye to observe through, pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing, and no worse losing out on the verse brewing, and not a curse doing. I'm making corners and choruses of the same thing. I keep ignoring the foreigners to our closed off ring. Your heart and your throat are fuck. Your accents have a voice and in the skies it can sing. I'm playing string loops, making rings swoop. EM field wavelengths bring shapes through to you specifically. Experience it differently. Your green, my red, your blue. I see in triplet hues. Give me the bass. Yes. There we go. Here we go. Finally, this song's gonna have a verse. I see that. Fuck. I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots, enough to find every angle in the plot that rings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine, but making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through, an eye to observe through, a pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing, and no worse losing out on the verse brewing, and not a curse doing. I'm making corners and choruses of the same thing. You keep ignoring the foreigners to our closed off ring. Your heart and your throat have magnetic wings. Your accents have a voice and in the ether it can sing. I'm playing string loops, making rings swoop. EM field wavelengths bringing shapes through to you specifically. Experience it differently. Your green, my red, your blue. I see in triplet hues. Give me the bass.
Spit the acid. We'll make this.
Okay. I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots, enough to find every angle in the plot that rings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine, but making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through a night, to observe through a pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing. No worse losing out on the verse brewing, and not a curse doing. I'm making corners and choruses of the same thing. I keep ignoring the foreigners to our closed off ring. Your heart and your throat have got magnetic wings. Your accents have a voice, and in the ether it can sing. I'm playing string loops, making rings swoop. EM field wave like springing shapes through to you specifically. Experience it differently. Your green, my red, your blue. We got our hues confused.
Bring me the bass, spit the acid. We'll make this.
Hello. Welcome. Thank you for. Oh my god. It's the best gift. Spinny brought me water. I needed this.
I almost left and then I was like, I have my senses are tingling. You need water.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm sketching rap verses. I gotta find a place to put some rests. I don't have any rests. I run out of breath every time I do this. I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots, enough to find every angle in the plot that rings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine, but making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through a night, to observe through a pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing. No worse losing out on the verse brewing, and not a curse doing. I'm making corners and choruses of the same thing. We keep ignoring the foreigners to our closed off ring. Your heart and your throat have got magnetic wings. Your actions have a voice, and in the skies it can sing. I'm playing string loops, making rings swoop. EM field wavelengths bringing shapes through to you specifically. Experience it differently. Your green, my blue, we're seeing all our hues confused. Give me the bass. Okay. Okay. Pretty, you were like frozen.
I didn't want anything to move.
I wasn't even recording, I was just fucking around.
It looked like it was recording. I didn't want something to fall and be like, and I'm like, ah.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make sure. Wait. So to tell if it's recording, if there's like, if that's red, if all that's red, then it's recording. If it's just blue, then it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I feel better.
Okay. Ah. Notification. Okay. I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots, enough to find every angle in the plot that rings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine by making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through a night, to observe through a pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing. No worse losing out on the verse brewing, and not a curse doing. I'm making corners and choruses of the same thing. I keep ignoring the foreigners to our closed off ring. Your heart and your throat have all got magnetic wings. Your actions have a voice, and in the sky I'm playing string loops, making rings swoop. EM field wavelengths bringing shapes through to you specifically. Experience it differently. Your green is my blue, we're seeing all our hues confused.
Bring me the bass, spit the acid. We'll make this.
Kaneko wants to know how the tacos were. That was a while ago, but
No,
did you have more tacos?
They were messaging me during my lunch, and I was like being really short, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm making tacos. And they were like, I'm so sorry, I interrupted your taco making.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I'm literally just
Some
putting
serious
beans.
fucking business.
Putting-
Speaking of tacos, let me take big screen here. Oh wait, can I do that? No? Yeah, I can. Okay. So, here's a segment that I might cut up into a vlog and put up later, called I'm not even fucking around anymore. Because I mentioned recently that my health is like tanking. It doesn't look like it. I'm pretty active. I keep my body water composition going pretty well, but I have problems digesting food. And you know, I'm 90 pounds, so I don't need to get much in me, but regardless, my body's just not having it lately as far as the food thing goes. So my fridge is loaded with like kimchi and homemade sauerkraut and kefir, and I had this like, I made some borscht and then I put it in the fridge to chill it and added sauerkraut to it, so the whole thing like lacto fermented, and then I had that like 3 times over the next week. And basically I've been adding all of these bacteria back to my microbiome. I even started a sourdough culture, and it's fucking boiling. Anyway, new discovery. You can just straight up grind up flax seeds, mix them with hot water, and make fucking flatbread. And it's a seed. It's got like barely any carbs. And most of the carbs are fiber. Mucilaginous fiber. Which, like, helps digestion more than it absorbs in anything. And all the nutrients that absorb are fats and proteins. What the fuck? Also, welcome Alex. I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. But, yeah, so I'm gonna call it flax bread. You can go find recipes for it. I swear to God. You just, like, take a goddamn cup of flax seeds, grind it up in something, or get flax flour, whatever. And then you, like, just pour boiling water into it until it turns into a dough. And then you fucking put it in a tortilla press or roll it out in, like, a rolling pin with, like, some, like, parchment paper or, like, you know, it's sticky as hell, so you gotta, like, put something between it and, like, the rolling pin. But, like, literally, it took me 15 minutes to make 3 of these fuckers. No, like, none of this masa harina, like, none of that. Just straight up flax seeds. If you want, like, gluten-free, like quesadilla bullshit, or, like, you know, making yourself... I'm thinking of eating it with, like, curry. Like, having, like, a curry, like, taco, or making some, like, sweet potato, putting, like, curry spices and feta in it, and just having, like, a flaxseed wrap with it. But that's what I've learned. That's a pro tip. Flax seeds can make flaxed bread. Human bodies are actually fucked up and our society isn't helping. My goal... Seed plus water equals bread? Sounds like you got a bread seed. Yeah. Totally. Listen, I'm really into bread. I can't have it right now. But I like the concept of you take some stuff, you grind it up, and then you reconstitute it, and then you cook it. Like, not just you take some stuff and then you cook it. You take some stuff, you do a bunch of shit to it, and then you cook it and you make a pancake. Like, I had a, like, earlier in that day, I was saying, like, I want to see how many things, because you can make buckwheat. Like, you can use buckwheat to make, like, pancakes and shit. And you can use a bunch of different flours, and I was thinking, like, I want to try to make flatbread with, like, all of the alternative flours, just to see how they work. And I was like, I think I was messaging you about that.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see how many things I can just grind up and make flatbread. And then later that day, I discovered the fucking flatbread thing, and I was like, well, fuck, I'm supposed to be fasting today, but that's literally nothing. It was like after the sun went down, so I broke my fast on some flaxed bread with some almond butter on it, and it tastes like a seed. It definitely tastes like my first thought was, this is what bread on the fucking Jupiter planet must be like. This is probably what the Akhnepans consider bread. I would imagine they only make shit out of seeds and fruits. I'm really into just the concept of bread. Yeah. Bread, like, wheat bread is interesting, for the specific reason that it has a whole culture of, like, yeasts that are specifically for making bread big. And we bred those yeasts, not to, you know, make the pun, but we, like selective breeding. We inadvertently, over thousands of years, we domesticated yeast and wheat. Let's get this bread. Let's get this bread. God. But, I will tell you, I had, just some, like, yak butter, or not fucking yak, I did butter tea, based on the more traditional, like, yak butter tea. There's bulletproof coffee, that's a thing that people have, where, people will brew coffee and then blend it with just butter and MCT oil, so they can just get, like, a, like, boost. I was just going for, like, non-fibrous, non-sugary, non-proteinous meal replacement. So I just do the same butter and MCT oil thing with, like, I had green tea and nettle tea, and I had half of it this morning. I think some mints in there, too. And I had half of it later. I added some chocolate, turmeric, cinnamon, and, like, some, like, pumpkin spice. So, it was like a weird, mole kind of drink. But it was interesting. When you opt out of the traditional capitalist 3 meals a day bullshit, like sugar heavy, carb heavy, more grains than anything else bullshit diet, your adventure in, like, culinary combinations totally changes. Totally changes. And one thing that I've discovered is that dark chocolate, 100%, like baker's chocolate, is really fucking good with sharp cheese. Let me just say that. Because, like, usually you use sugar to cut the chocolate, because chocolate's bitter. If you use fat, you still get a lot of that chocolate taste. You still get a lot of, like, the what's in, like, a chocolate bar anyway, is, like, it's half fat, half sugar, and the rest chocolate. Like, chocolate flavoring. If you use just straight up chocolate, and then just eat, like, flakes, shavings of that, with, like, fucking, like a fancy cheese that you would just, on, like, have, like a cheese plate. That shit's good. We saw some, like, cappuccino, or like coffee.
Yeah, it was espresso.
It was espresso cheese.
Yeah.
Like, just a cheese wheel that had been, aged in espresso. I do, like, vegan and I don't do 3 meals or whatever, and I'm perfectly content and eat some dope-ass food.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
Elliot. Sorry.
Oh, it's Elliot?
Yeah.
Welcome, Fairy Prince. Espresso cheese? Yeah. So I'm from Wisconsin, and it took me 24 years to even get to the point where I would, like, the age of 24 was the first time I had the thought, I really want some fried cheese curds right now. And currently, over the past week, I've had more cheese and eggs and butter and nuts than I've probably had more of all of those things than I had for, like, the past 10 years of my life. I've eaten so much goddamn fat. But I need to give my pancreas a break. Actually, no, what I need to do is make my pancreas switch gears. So the chemistry behind all of this is, like, if you're running slow, and if sugar is giving you a hard time and making you have to take a nap, here's what you do. Stop fucking eating sugar. For, like, at least a month, maybe a week. It took me, like, 3 days to get to a point where it felt like all of the all of this junk that was like just in my body was flushed out. Also, thanks for coming, Alex. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good time at work. But, yeah, there's, like, a profound effect on just, like, how much, like, energy and focus you have. It's also very difficult to be negative. You're kind of in sort of, because, like, your consciousness is still there, right? But there's different pathways to, like, get to thinking the same when you're in, like a different, when your brain's getting different fuel than what it normally does. And so you have a bit more of a survival instinct, and that only really amounts in, I need to do what I'm doing right now. When after, like, a couple days. So, you know, it's like a weird... I've just been in ketosis for probably 5 days straight. And it's so strange. I don't know if I can recommend this to people, like, long term, but, like, cut your fucking, at least have, like, you know, probiotics. Make your own sauerkraut. I swear to God, it takes 15 minutes of work and 2 minutes, and then an hour of waiting. Make your own sauerkraut. So easy. What the fuck are fried cheese curds? I don't know, what's a fried Mars bar?
What are cheese curds?
What?
What are they actually? What makes them curd?
It's like before, it's like when they're making, like, really hard cheese.
Mm.
Before they make, like, really hard cheese, when they, like, separate the curds and whey, there's, like, harder, like, bits of cheese before they, like, press it all together. And when they just drain the whey off and then, like, and then, you know, shake the cheese dry, you end up with, like, slightly softer curds than what the, like, end result cheese would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just never knew.
Yeah, it's like when you scrape cream off of, like, the top of milk, like a fresh milk. Do you know how that works?
Yeah.
Um,
No, like, that's actually what I thought it was, and I just wasn't sure if I was right.
Yeah. It's like you have the vat of, like, making cheese, and then you take the shit that rises to the first stuff that, like, curdles and rises to the top, you take it and make cheese curds.
Yeah.
Cheese is good. I'm a true Wisconsinite, and it's taken me 25 years to get to this point. Alright. I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots enough to find every angle in the plot that brings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine by making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through, an eye to observe through, a pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing, and no worse, losing out on the verse brewing, and not a curse doing. I'm making corners and choruses of the same thing. I keep ignoring the foreigners to what closed off ring. Your heart and your throat are made of magnetic wings. Your actions have a voice, and in the ether it can sing. I'm playing string loops, making rings swoop, EM field wavelengths, bringing shapes through to you specifically. Experience it differently. Your green, my blue, we're seeing all our hues confused.
Bring me the bass, I'll spit the acid.
Girl in high school dropped out of grad school to become a cheesemonger? A cheesemonger?
I simply wish to monger cheese.
I simply wish to monger cheese. I can eat cheese, I just don't eat cheese. I mean, like, that's fine. Here's the thing about... okay, how many of you have been around when I've gone on the Cowser fake rant? Because I'm going to give you a fucking dairy fact that's going to blow your goddamn mind. And I'm going to relate it to some bread facts that'll probably also blow your goddamn mind. But who's been around when I've gone on the Cowser fake rant? Because I have an addendum. I have an addendum to this. And it's relevant to the I'm not even fucking around anymore thing. So, I was looking up kinds of cheese that are okay to eat if you have digestive problems. Some people say avoid all cheese. Some people say, well, fucking cheese is the process of a bunch of microbes breaking down the lactose and proteins in something and then leaving something completely different. So there wouldn't be any, lactose in it. So it should be safe. However, there is a protein called casein. Go look that up. Casein. I don't know how to spell my own name. Casein. And it is the protein that is in cheese, right? Now, there's a genetic mutation that has occurred in cows in Northern Europe and North America. And they call these A1 cows. And A1 cows produce A1 casein. A1 casein is structured a bit differently than casein found in other animals. And, it's shaped more like a compound called a lectin, which are things found in nightshades and in beans that if you eat them like fucking daily, can upset your stomach lining. Possibly increase gut permeability. So, not good for, A1 casein is not good for your body in the long run, but it's one component of cheese, and it's common in cow's milk cheeses made in North America and in North Europe. Here's the kicker. Cows that don't have the A1 mutation, so-called A2 cows, exist in Southern Europe. Southeastern Europe. Mostly, to be precise. Do you know what came from Southeastern Europe? The domestication of cows. So let me tell this story backwards again. Cows are fake. Cows were once a thing a very long time ago when we hunted them. They're not anymore, because we've been breeding them for so many fucking generations, they're just prisms of meat with legs. And I don't believe that cows have a place in the order of things, because if you purebreed something that much, like a dog, it's probably not gonna be good for you. It's probably gonna be too refined. Just like white bread isn't the same as sourdough bread you'd get in, like, Europe, that's been growing from the yeasts that are in the air that have been put into the air from the yeasts in the bread that they've been fucking making there for hundreds of years. Cows, if you breed them too fucking refined for too long, if you industrialize cows, you might I don't know, fuck up their genes to the point where they're not good for us anymore. And guess what we fucking did as humans? We bred cows so fucking long. We purebred cows and industrialized cows so much that the proteins in their fucking milk, we can't digest them anymore. Cows are fake. I am vindicated. That proves my whole fucking shit. I don't ever have to go on the cows are fake rant ever again. Okay. Okay. Thanks for putting up with my cows rant. I'm very passionate about cows. So basically I got some goat and sheep cheese Gouda from the farmer's market. I've been going back there every couple weeks to grab another wedge of cheese. I got a couple cow's milk, like bags of just cheese curds from Luperines when I was first starting, because I didn't know that yet. But Feta is really good. Goat cheese is also really good. I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots enough to find every angle in the plot that rings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine by making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through, an eye to observe through, a pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing, and no worse losing out on the verse brewing, and not a curse doing. I'm making chorus and choruses of the same thing. I keep ignoring the foreigners to our closed off ring. Your heart and your throat are made of magnetic wings. Your actions have a voice and in the ether it can sing. I'm playing string loops, making rings swoop. EM field wave legs bringing shapes through to you to experience it differently. Your green is my blue, we're seeing all our hues confused.
Made the bass, spit the acid. We'll make this
Another thing that I totally fucking back myself into a corner. I'm just gonna let's just I realized I can't detail the thing in my life that makes this make sense. So never mind.
God.
Never mind, yeah, I can. Okay, so I've been constructing... I had this Anglic mythos forever. And, not forever, like 3 or 4 years. Some of my friends from, like, the Homestuck fandom can remember when I started working on the Anglic mythos. But, you know, I merged it into my furry shit with, like, dog people, and, that, like, I did, in the Anglic doc, there's actually a bunch of work on, like, their food, their diet, their cuisine, and one of the things I have is that they don't really have leavened bread. They don't really eat too many grains, and they don't keep cows. All of their dairy products are made with sheep and goat's milk. Now, I've cornered myself into needing a diet where I have to fucking, like, I thought forever, like, oh, it'd be cool to, like, you know, live a couple months or a year and just, like, Anglic culinary shit and, like, try to come up with that. But it's like, you know, I like Okie hot cheese popcorn and junk food and pasta and shit like that. So I, you know, never had the incentive to change. Now I can. Now I'm forced to eat the diet that I wrote was the average diet for in the place where my OCs are from. And so, this is how you write your life. Be careful what you wish for. Let's do this again. I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots enough to find every angle in the plot that rings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine by making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through, an eye to observe through, a pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing, and no worse losing out on the verse brewing, not a curse doing. I'm making corners and choruses of the same thing. I keep ignoring the foreigners to our closed off ring. Your heart and your throat are made of magnetic wings. Your actions have a voice and in the ether it can sing. I'm playing string loops, making rings swoop. EM field wave lengths bringing shapes through to you specifically. Experience it differently. Your green, my blue, we're seeing all our hues confused.
made the bass, spit the acid.
The universe will throw your dreams and imagination at you, and if you're not prepared, you just gotta learn to deal. That could have been the fucking synopsis on my whole last EP, I swear to God. I swear to God, it could also be, synopsis of my last EP. No, this one's more like I swear to God. Crozite is I swear to God, the album. I made a different stuff than what you think at first pass. Chart spinning, mass turning, tangible facts. I roll through a plane unseeable to you. And when I lack clarity, you make up your own truth. And when I lack clarity, you create your own truth. I made a different stuff than what you think at first pass. Chart spinning, mass turning tangible facts. I rolled through a plane unseeable to you. And when I lack clarity, you create your own truth. We keep things loose, the points are approximate. Crystal ether juice with electric intoxicants. You've heard the formula, this is the concoction. Turn up for you loud, down is not an option. Okay. And then I need a second half of a verse. I think feasibly that is the second half of the verse. But I need another half of this verse. Is there anything in perfect I didn't use? Besides the Anunnaki verse. No, I do not. Okay, I made a different stuff than what you think at first pass. Chart spinning, mass turning tangible facts. I roll through a plane unseeable to you. And when I lack clarity, you create your own truth. We keep things loose, these points are approximate. Crystal ether juice with electric intoxicants. You've heard the formula, this is the concoction. I made a different stuff than what you think at first pass. Chart spinning, mass turning tangible facts. I roll through a plane unseeable to you. And when I lack clarity, you create your own truth. We keep things loose, the points are approximate. Crystal ether juice with electric intoxicant. You've heard the formula, this is the concoction. Turn up for you loud now, down is not an option. Okay. I wish Discord would load, besides being a black screen.
I'm so sorry.
Check out Discord.
What? Okay, I'll just show you.
Please. Cows are fake! That's so good. That's so good. Everybody go check out the Discord and look in the art chat. If you're not in the Discord, it's case.dog/. Love you too. Why is it taking so long? I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots enough to find every angle in the plot that rings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine by making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through, an eye to observe through, a pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing. No worse losing out on the verse brewing, and not a curse doing. I'm making chords and choruses of the same thing. I keep ignoring the foreigners to our closed offering. Your heart and your throat are made of magnetic wings. Your actions have a voice, and in the ether it can sing. Playing string loops, making ring swoop, EM field wavelengths bringing shapes through to you specifically. Experience it differently. Your green is my blue. We're seeing hues confused.
Bring me the bass, I'll spit the acid. We'll make the salt of the earth that they're dancing. My engine ain't combustion and you can't blow a gasket.
Oh my god.
I got the third eye for meme making. I've always had it.
Spoonie has a third eye for memes.
I'm constant. That's all I do.
Okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then I think I'm gonna throw a couple more harmonies over this Akhenaten part, and then I'm gonna call it for stream. So let's listen to this all so far.
I see dots, draw me lines, give me lots enough to find every angle in the plot that rings a note of the divine. Let me try to define mine by making times rhyme, relating scene signs. I hate being confined to give me life. I need an agent to serve through, an eye to observe through, a pair of hands to do my work through. It's worth doing, no worse losing out on the verse brewing, and not a curse doing. I'm making chords and choruses of the same thing. I keep ignoring the foreigners to our closed offering. Your heart and your throat are made of magnetic wings. Your actions have a voice, and in the ether it can sing. I'm playing string loops, making rings swoop, EM field wavelengths, bringing shapes through to you specifically. Experience it differently. Your green is my blue, we're seeing hues confused. Bring me the bass, I'll spit the acid. We'll make the salt of the earth that they're dancing. My engine ain't combustion and it can't blow a gasket. I am a being after. Give me bass, give me acid. I'll play the metal and the radiation past it. My engine ain't combustion and it can't blow a gasket. I am a being after. If seeing it, believing, then I can't put it past you. Take what the waves gave you and make it matter. If seeing it, believing, then I can't put it past you. Take what the waves gave you and make it matter. Made it different stuff than what you think at first pass. Chart spinning math, turning tangible facts. I roll through a plane unseeable to you. And when I lack clarity, you create your own truth. We keep things loose, the points are approximate. Crystal ether juice with electric intoxicant. You've heard the formula, this is the concoction. Turn up for you loud now, down is not an option.
Alright.
Few religions would like to know your location. Oh my god. Everyone can argue that I am a god. What I like about I didn't even realize this when writing I am, is that the line could come off both nobody knows how to argue against that I am a god, or nobody can make the argument that they are God. And you can read it either way. And the fact that you can read that either way is summed up in the very first line, which is Vesica Piscis, which is the overlapping of 2 points. Your Padalecki symmetry. I'm a cloud of probability until you look at me. Until you decide what any of that shit means. It's just stuff. The point of I am is just to describe that all spirituality is a wash, and like start from there. Start from all of this is bullshit, all of it's a wash, and all of it you can like use way too hard, to just justify bullshit decisions. There you go. That's on the table. Let's talk about how to use it. Let's talk about what it is. Let's just break through that fucking barrier. Crozite is going to be somewhat simple. It's going to have like a veneer of I know this is bullshit. I know this is batshit crazy. Let's go for it. Let's do a couple more things.
My engine ain't combustion and it can't blow a gasket. I am a being after.
Mój dechti. Okay.
Take the ways gave you me.
Mjodektivum, spijam mi suhrom, parim me sam ne gjom mi posti me husom. Mo gjenji om ne gjom hoj desni westa urupo, wes mi wesonti swesonte ipos. Desti suhrom, parim me sad ne gjom mi posti me husom. Mo gjenji om ne gjom hoj desni westa urupo, wes mi wesonti swesonte ipos.
Take the ways gave you me.
Mjodektivum, spijam mi suhrom, parim me sam ne gjom mi posti. Mjodektivum, spijam mi suhrom, parim me sam ne gjom mi posti me husom. Mo gjenji om ne gjom hoj desni westa urupo, wes mi wesonti swesonte ipos. Desti suhrom, parim me sam ne gjom mi posti me husom. Mo njene hom ne gjom hoj desni westa urupo, wes mi wesonti swesonte ipos.
Okay, it looks like I'm back. Oh boy. I was just about to sign out. But, I will see you guys Friday. I'm sorry about the, difficulties right at the end there. But it's struggling. It's chugging. I'm gonna see you guys Friday. Until then, good luck, keep climbing, and do not look down. I will have a whip of this up tomorrow for patrons. See you around.